It's funny, you can make shepherd's pie without a shepherd, but how about a fisherman's pie with a cat? Everybody's got a new idea, but I'm gonna cast a ballot for a fisherman's pie. Sort of like a shepherd's pie, but I'm replacing the lamb or the beef with catfish, which is my obedient ingredient. So I gotta put some vegetables in there because it's gotta be healthy. I've got this really rich tarragon sauce. I need to lighten it up with some good, healthy vegetables. Carrots, one of the staples that you find in a shepherd's pie. So I'm gonna throw it inside my fisherman's pie. Another ingredient you'll find a lot inside shepherd's pie is either onions or leeks. I like the leeks because they go really good with fish. Quick tutorial on the leek here. As you see, it starts with a white near the root and goes to a graduating dark green. Anything above that, you don't want to use. So inside of a leek, if you get down in there, you'll find some dirt. And I gotta tell you, this is a pretty clean leek. But just to be safe, I'm gonna give it a quick rinse. Make sure it's nice and flat, and just like so, I'm gonna create little half-moon slices. I wanna make sure they kind of loosen up. There you go. Get my pan on so it's warming, and I can be ahead of the game. I'm looking for about a medium-high heat. Tops and bottom of the carrot. Hit the road, Jack. At the end of the day, I'm looking for about equal parts carrot and leeks. That'll balance out the flavors. I want a little bit of oil and a bit of butter. I like to mix it so I get the rich flavor of butter, but I prevent it from burning by adding the veg oil. Oh! Almost forgot my scramps. These are shrimp, otherwise known as scramps. Scramps, shrimp. Let's start with the leeks. Just gonna saute this up, and then my carrots can go in. Add a little bit of salt for seasoning, a little bit of pepper for seasoning. That reserved fish stock can go in now. While that's going, I want to use some of the steam to bring these frozen peas back to life. So I just want to heat those peas through, make sure it tastes good, and that liquid evaporates. The fish stock is gonna glaze those vegetables and help to tie all those flavors together once I start assembling my catfish. Ah, catfish. It's quite a meaty fish, as firm as a chicken breast is, I would say. That's quite a large portion for one person. I'm gonna cut this in half, right down a little stripe there. And these are gonna go inside of my dish. 1 sec though. Dum 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 dum. So I want to put down a little bit of this sauce, that tarragon velouté. I like to make sure I use an earthenware dish because it's good at controlling and regulating the heat, and it also prevents it from burning. Then I put 1 piece of catfish in each. Now you want to make sure you season the fish. So let's just get a little bit of pepper on there, a little bit of salt. Let's put some scramps in there. 5, I think 5 is good. Don't want to skimp on the scramp. That's looking pretty good, Raji. All my liquid is dissolved. I want to taste it to make sure it tastes good. Excellent. Perfect balance for this earthy fish. Gonna put some veggies in there. So it's really gonna be everything you need in one dish. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit more tarragon sauce. This sauce is gonna help cook the fish and the seafood, so it kind of creates a steamy environment. Now I've preheated my oven to 375 degrees. It's a little higher than normal, but I want to make sure that the raw eggs and my potatoes cook through fully, so it's really important. Just kind of make a mound in the center, work your way from the middle towards the outskirts, move the potatoes out to the suburbs over here. Cover it up. My fisherman's pie is all ready to go. I just gotta throw this in the oven for about 15 minutes or so, but I think that this meal really needs a side. I'm thinking I like some asparagus. I need to turn the temperature up and turn my oven on to broil. My fisherman's pie is all cooked on the inside. I just want to get that gratin look on the top. So I need to broil it for 10 minutes. I've started my salad by blanching some asparagus. When they turn bright green, it's time to take them out. I shock it in ice water to preserve the color, but also to stop the cooking process. It's very, very important. For this salad, I'm gonna pickle some red onion. I'm just gonna julienne quite fine. Those can go in a bowl. And I need to kind of douse them with some salt. I'm gonna add some zest of a lemon. It's as much for the color as well as the flavor. It's pickling and getting flavor all at the same time. Mix it up, just let it rest. Now you can see on that fisherman's pie how a nice crust is formed. That's because of the egg yolks. So to pull this off to the side, I need it to cool down a little bit before I dig in. My asparagus is totally cool. It's actually really cold. I want to chop the tips. That'll give my salad a little bit of texture. And then just to do something a little bit different, I'm gonna take a Y peeler and I want to make some ribbons out of this asparagus just so it's, you know, a little bit different. Add a little flair to the salad. Get a couple more ribbons out the other side. These I can chop down. Watch. And if you start getting a little cocky, do two at once. So you'll see how for my salad, that actually makes a really sexy little bundle, you know? And then what I can do now with these little ends, chop them down about an inch or so. This can go into the mix. Okay, let me give these a quick rinse. Give them a good squeeze. This is gonna be super simple. Take some lemon juice, add a little bit of salt for seasoning, a little bit of pepper. So I'm just gonna make a quick vinaigrette. 1 part lemon juice, 2.5 to 3 parts extra virgin olive oil. Whoa! Onions go in. Get all those little tips and ends in there, ribbons in there. I'm gonna need some parsley and some butter lettuce. This lettuce is very mild. So when I have a strong vinaigrette like the one I have here, this lettuce is gonna go great. A little bit of flat leaf parsley, one of my all-time favorite herbs. It's just good, you know, it's just good. Lightly with the fingertips. Just go in, making sure everything combines. It's a very simple, sexy, elegant little salad. So check it out. My meal is complete. Woo! I'm about to find out all the magic that's happening in there. It smells incredible. That is good. Good thing I made one all for myself. Let's check out the salad. Perfectly balanced. That sharp lemon vinaigrette, home run. Look at that crust.